Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the Big Show studio this morning, an award-winning comedian, a superstar actor. Well, he's on his way. Please welcome Bill Burr to the show.
Thank you. I was going to say, I didn't recognize those credits. Award-winning superstar.
Well, to me,
Plugging away, that works.
to me, you've already made it, man, when you were Patrick Kuby on Breaking Bad.
Oh, man, what an experience that was. I was as big a fan of that show as anybody, and... you know, I bugged my agent after the third episode. I was already calling my agent at the time, Philip Grenz.
Get me on that show. Get me on that show.
Yeah, so I think that's how I ended up getting on, because I was part of like the first wave of people that was watching.
Begging to get on.
Yeah, because I saw the pilot. I watched it the night it aired, and with 2 or 3 episodes, I was bugging my agent. And so when I actually finally got to get on 4 seasons in, I was so emotionally invested in it. It would be like... It'd be like if you like all these Star Wars fans, if all of a sudden they got to be a stormtrooper and you're putting on the outfit and you stand next to Darth Vader, you're like, oh my God, how did I get here?
Start crying.
What the hell am I doing here?
No, it was amazing. And I would do my my acting thing, and then the second it was done, then I would just do all this touristy stuff like, can I see the super lab underneath the dry cleaner? And they'd be like, yeah, we're going to shoot there next. And I would just stand there all geeking out. Like, I'm in the lab. I can't believe I'm in the lab.
Can I take a selfie with you?
Oh, yeah. No, I totally turned into a fan that won a radio contest.
That is great. Bill Burr is with us. For people who are not familiar with your work, and I'm sure there's a few out there listening.
He's a superstar. What are you talking about?
Yeah. He just won the Mark Twain Award.
Tell me the story of how you got started.
I got started just... I don't know. I've always liked stand-up. I always enjoyed watching it and all of that. And but I didn't think it was possible to become a comedian. Like, I'm going to date myself here, but back in the day, like, show business was a million miles away. Like, it felt like you had to be in Hollywood or be in New York. And I didn't realize, that you could just write 5 minutes and sign up for an open mic at a bar. And fortunately, I was working in a warehouse with a guy that was into stand-up the way I was. And we were watching it one night, and he was like, Bill, we're funnier than these guys. And he
Where
goes,
were you?
Yeah,
Where were you
what
at the time?
At the time, I was in his bedroom because he totally, like, hooked up his bedroom. It's a long story how he got the money. I'm not going to get into it. He had, like, a lazy boy. He had a refrigerator in there. He had all these VHS tapes.
What? You did stand up in his bedroom?
No. So we were watching it one night, because what we would do is we'd drink a couple of beers, get a buzz going to save money, and then we'd go out and try to, hit on chicks or whatever.
Everybody does that.
Yeah. So we used to go and, watch, and he had this giant, square TV, and we were watching stand-up Spotlight on VH1. And that was like towards the end of like the 80s stand-up boom. So anybody with a pulse was on TV, and this was like their third appearance, so they were scraping the bottom of a barrel with their material. And he was going, we're funnier than these guys. And he goes, one of these nights I'm going to take a shot at Jack Daniels. I'm just going to go on stage. And then all of a sudden, it was this, watershed moment where it wasn't on TV. I was sitting next to it. I was thinking, well, if he can do it, I can do it. So I just said,
Whatever happened to him?
He's doing fine, but he didn't get. Luckily,
he's back in his bedroom.
No. He was smart enough not to get into this business. Put it that way. I was, on the other hand, I paid the price. I slept on a futon until I was like 36.
Well, Bill's going to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight, Conan tomorrow night, big show today, and you open up Christmas Day in that Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell movie, Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home, that's right. I have a small part in that, but a pivotal part, because I think it's the point where Mark Wahlberg's character decides to not use violence and to use dance instead.
I got you.
And I'm in that scene.
Now, this is what, your 4th, 5th movie down the line? How many?
I don't know how many I've done, but I mean,
You've lost track.
I always have small parts. That's all gravy. I'm a comedian. I act when they let me. No one's ever said, do you want to do this acting thing? And I said, no. It's like, do you want to be in a movie? Yeah, I do. Who doesn't? So I don't, but I don't actively pursue it the way, like, my goals are mainly stand-up driven, and then the new show, F is for Family. This is my big...
F is for Family, and that premieres Friday night on Netflix.
Yep, December 18th, same day that Star Wars comes out, so we're hoping they can leave a little meat on the bone for us.
A little meat on the bone.
But, it's 6 episodes. I did it with Mike Price from The Simpsons, And Vince Vaughn's company, Wild West, we got it over at Netflix. It's an animated series about the Murphy family. It takes place in 1973. That's back, basically, you guys remember then, kids didn't wear helmets when they rode bicycles. You could literally take a gun to the airport as long as it was in your briefcase.
Right.
And you didn't wave it around. It was fine.
The good old days.
Yeah, you smoked in your car with the windows up. Just wanted to bring it back to that time. It's just an idea I had, one day walking my dog, all these crazy family stories I had. For whatever reason, I was thinking, what if I animated them, made these little 5-minute shorts and put them on my website? But, of course, I'm a comedian. I procrastinated, and I never did it. And then years later, I pitched it to Vince's company, and they loved it. And then they brought on the great Mike Price from The Simpsons, and we fleshed the thing out. And next thing you know, now it's a whole series with all these characters. And we got Laura Dern, Justin Long, Sam Rockwell, Dave Koechner, Phil Henry, Gary Cole, Haley Reinhardt, Debbie Derryberry, Mo Collins.
I got it.
Kevin Farley.
I got it.
Well, you always forget one person. They go, how come you didn't mention me?
I heard you on that CBS FM show, and you left me out.
That's right. So they were all propping me up.
I did learn something about making pies from your pie making video.
Oh, the pie crust video, yeah.
It's very funny, but I really actually learned something about making pie crust, so thank you for that.
You can't get intimidated by it. It's just shortening and flour.
And a lot of F-bombs, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how it works.
I'm talking to the people.
That thing went viral.
It got more hits than my specials. It's annoying. So now I got people going, you want to host a cooking show? It's like, no, I don't.
An cooking show.
No, I don't. That's just a lark.
Well, yeah, after the pie crust video, there's a big drop-off. I'm like, all right, here's how you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
How about they come to see him and says, well, he's not even making a pie.
Do the pie.
Yeah, the pie guy. The pie crust guy's going to be on. He's going to be on the Tonight Show.
All right, F is for Family this Friday on Netflix. Look for him. He is Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming.
All right,
by.
thank you for having me.